All right, Chapter 4, Golden Ridge. Let's just get right into it. Let's jump right into this video. Let's just hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Climbing tip. Low on energy in a pinch, jumping away from walls doesn't consume stamina. Hot tip for you. First new mechanic introduced immediately, these clouds, which are like little trampolines. And these bubbles, which you dash into, and they go in all sorts of directions. You can go in the same 8 directions that you could dash it. Here's a little bird. Bird's back. Return of the bird. Shout out Larry. All my NBA fans will know exactly what I'm talking about. Larry the bird. Oh yeah, you could swim. Swim this little hot spring. Very relaxing. Oh great, you again. Well, I didn't expect to see you up here. I'm glad you're still in one piece. One piece. I see you made it through the hotel. Did you meet Mr. Oshiro? Oh, I met him all right. He chased me out of there after I cleaned up a bunch of junk for him. Ha ha ha. Oh ho ho, that sounds like a fun morning. Oshiro is a lost soul, dear. That place is much more than just a hotel to him. Don't make him your project. You know what I think? I think this mountain drove both of you crazy. You know, you're not the first person to say that. Ha ha ha. Maybe you're right. How would I know if I were crazy? The way I see it, the mountain can't bring out anything that isn't already in you. But you gotta be a few crows short of a murder to live up here in the first place, right? What are you even talking about? What are we even talking about? I'm just rambling like the old bat I am. Are you ready to give up? I know a shortcut back to your car. Back off, lady. I'm heading for the summit. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between stubbornness and determination, isn't it? You remind me of myself when I was young. Ha ha ha. Good luck and mind the wind. Oh, can you talk to her again, actually? You don't get many visitors up here, do you? I don't think I've ever talked to her again. I think I've never seen this dialogue, whatever it may be. No, I can't say I do. I don't mind the solitude, though. Sometimes I think I should just live in solitude, too. I really tried getting through to Mr. Oshiro. I wanted to help him. Oshiro needs to move on from that hotel. But it's not going to happen on your schedule. And it doesn't help that you've got something to prove. Don't you get lonely in that little cabin? I have friends, dear. I may be crazy, but I'm not a hermit. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. When I was younger, I couldn't imagine staying in one place for this long. But then I found this mountain. I knew right away that it would be my home. What's so special about it? The mountain shows you who you really are, whether you're ready for it or not. It keeps me honest. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that dialogue before. Here's the wind she was talking about, and this is one of the things that later in the level, the wind kind of turns on and off on certain screens. So this is like another cycle-based thing in the game, but it's not. It's an obstacle, but it can't kill you directly. It just pushes you around. These bubbles. Break these. When you just hop into these bubbles normally, there's like a small delay before you dash, but you can press dash in the bubble to make yourself dash out of it early, which is cool. The pink clouds have only one use. This is one of the more fun levels in the game, I think. I guess there are more moving things in this game than just the dust bunnies. These platforms move on cycles, but there's not many of them. There's like only one other screen with those types of platforms. This screen is kind of tricky. I know I'm making it look super easy. Because you have to dash to get the strawberry, and then using the power of the wind, climb past your stamina limit to, you know, do a thing. I'm explaining it super well. This is one of the levels on my practice playthrough of this game that I missed stuff in. So hopefully won't do that time. I thought there was a secret down there. I'm willing to take a couple deaths extra to be safe. With these, you pick these up and then the wind starts blowing. Whoa. I shouldn't have my dash right now, but my hair is pink. So you can see that I did. Normally with these seeds, when you touch the ground, they all reset. You're supposed to do it without touching the ground. What happened there is something I think I might have mentioned before. You can touch the ground for like a second, like 1 frame maybe, on like 1 pixel and get your dash back. But the game like doesn't recognize that you did it for anything else. Like, it recognizes that you touched it to get your dash back, but not enough to trigger you failing that little mini game. And here is the B-side. Binoculars, we've talked about them before. So you could see a longer screen. I've messed up. I've messed up. Each little B-side room has their own little music track as well. And then when you actually play the B-sides, all the music is completely remixed as well, which is super cool. And you know, most of the music in the game was made by someone, I'm assuming one person, or a team of people. But the remixes were done by just a bunch of random people, I think. Kind of use the wind to your advantage there to help you get that strawberry. And now we got these moving blocks. So when you activate, when you stand on them, they'll move, and then you could tilt based on, you know, they will move around based on how you tilt the controller when you're in contact with them. If they hit something, like a wall or a block, they break. If they hit it for long enough, you can kind of bump into stuff for a sec, but they respawn back in their spawn location. We got 2 strawberries there. You can see, I think this is the first time I've collected 2 strawberries at once. I got 1,000 and then 2,000 points. That's a little multiplier you get for collecting multiple strawberries. There's an achievement in the game for collecting 5 strawberries at once, basically. And when you do that, you get like a 1-up thing. It's a little Easter egg. But the problem with strawberries is that when you touch the ground in a safe area, they automatically collect. So you either need to stay in an unsafe area or continuously jump so that the game doesn't register that it should start collecting them. I don't remember how to get there yet. I've completed that area, so this block comes in to block me off. We're gonna use this. I'm gonna go up here. Up there's the way that we need to go, that glowing path. We're not gonna go there yet. I'm gonna be careful because if I stayed on that block, it would have squished me and killed me up against the wall. Here's another area where you can do that corner. Oh. In my excitement to show you the corner jump again with the spikes, I have accidentally gone too far, and I can no longer pass through here. It's a one-way platform, and I don't want to continue, so I'm going to hit retry. And hitting retry, it acts like a death, and it'll just put you at the whatever point you entered the room last at. Whew, saved myself there. That's how you get that strawberry back through that way. Was there not something else down that path? Am I crazy? Am I misremembering? You know I'm crazy. There's nothing else down there. It's this way. Get that. Okay. We can move on from this area. Now, do the cool trick. Go through here, another strawberry. But wait, there's more. There's that. We'll go back to that room in a second. I just want to get this strawberry. Get on that to move it out of the way. So I get on this block and die on the spikes. Again, super important that you die right there. Otherwise, the game actually, you'll lose the game right at the end. And on that spike too. I'm glad I did that because I just remembered that you actually have to die in those two specific places to beat the game. So here, it's a weird looking block. It's kind of, I just know it has a weird sound effect when you land on it too. Weird whistle. Crystal Heart, can't quite reach it. Nothing you could do to reach that normally. So if you recognize what game this block is referencing, it's from an NES game, a classic game on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's from a game called Super Mario Brothers 3. Featured prominently in the best video game movie of all time, The Wizard, starring Fred Savage, I think. In Mario 3, in some of the levels, since it's like a stage play, you can hold crouch on the platforms and fall behind them, much like this, and interact with the background. I don't know if you interact with the background in that game, but you can in this game. And then you climb up these background bits and get the Crystal Star. That's a super hard one to figure out. I don't know. I guarantee there's a lot of people who can't just figure that out. I'm aware, not that I grew up in the 80s with an NES or anything. I didn't grow up on Mario 3. I was at least aware that that was a thing in Mario 3, and I still had to look it up the first time I played this. Kids today, who are 40 years removed from the release of that game, there's no reason why they would know to do that. So that's pretty tricky. That's for the real gamers. And here, there's another speedrun skip you could do. Normally you go to the left there and ride that block, kind of snake it through this gap and go up. But you could do a cool jump off there, carry the momentum, and make your way up like that. Now we got wind blowing in the opposite direction. I just realized I've never talked about this symbol that appears sometimes on the walls. In this game, you can save and quit or return the map. Saving and quitting will bring you to the title screen. Returning the map will bring you to the map. Saving and quitting, I think you can start on whatever room you're in regardless of anything. But if you return the map, you can only start from certain checkpoints. And these symbols on the wall right here are the checkpoints. So any screen with that at the beginning of it is a checkpoint that you could restart at if you leave the game. I don't remember if you save and quit, if you have to start from a checkpoint screen, or if you can start from whatever screen you just happen to have been on. But yeah, that's what those are. I've screwed myself. I went the wrong way. I'm doing this really wrong. You have to do this. You need the dash to get back because the wind is too strong. There we go. So now you got to really start thinking about how to use the wind to your advantage to blow you around. That's a speedrun skip right there. Pretty self-explanatory. If you want to learn how to do it, look it up. I messed that up. I can't dash there to get that strawberry. I need to hold on to my dash. Oh! Man, my chair keeps sinking. This is annoying, dude. I need a new chair or to lose weight. One of the two. And one of those definitely sounds easier than the other to do. Either lose 50 pounds or go on Amazon and spend $50. Nah, I'll lose 50 pounds. Honestly, on it. Money's tight, so that's probably the more economic decision. Oh, I messed up. I thought I was going to grab the wall, but then the wind blew me away from the wall. Oh. I was not doing this bad on my practice playthrough, or my practice pray-through. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Go to practicepraythrough.com. Oh, there's a speedrun skip I could do here. Instead of riding this block and up to that block, I could just do a super dash, go over there. Oh my god, the wind is so... So the wind... probably should have mentioned this earlier, the wind blows at different speeds, as you can see here. To the point where you need to... doing a dash diagonally here would not be enough. I need a dash straight to the right to be able to get the distance I want against such high speeds. This berry continues to confuse me. But I don't know. I think I just do something wrong here. I mean, I know I'm doing something wrong there because I die, but I know I feel like the method to my madness is just not right. Like, I don't know. What I should be doing differently. God damn, this is frustrating. There we go. There we go. Okay. I made that a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Is there a thing here? Move that out of the way for the moving block. And now we got a screen where the wind dies down. I used to think it was on a timer, but I think it actually might be a timer, but also, like this screen is definitely a timer. But it might also be, in some cases, like where you're located in the map. This is one of the areas I missed in my practice playthrough. Go to practiceplaythrough.com to know what that is. God. It's too bad he's thinking about a dumb website joke that I couldn't even do it. Yeah, this is one of the strawberries I missed while replaying through this game. Oh, did I? You can't get... Man, that's a load of horse shit. You can't get all the strawberries in one thing, because I missed one down there. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. You can get them all in one playthrough. I did it in the wrong order. I should have gone up the normal way and then gone back down and gone through that secret area. But that sucks. Because now I gotta... Alright. I'm gonna go get that later, but I'm gonna put it in right now of me getting it later. So you can kind of see, I'm not gonna like tack it on to the end or anything. I'm gonna put it in right now. All right, that is the strawberry we missed, and now we're gonna go back to the past. Back to the future? I'm Doc Brown. Okay, so I got it. We're all super impressed. Now we go up here. And this room is a little tricky. Had to be on this side of the block to jump farther, get in the bubble, go up like this, grab this, move it over here, go like this, and I fucked up again because I had to grab the other side of the block so that I could jump farther again. This game is a little tricky. That, and then drop in, get the strawberry, and everything's fine. I'm very annoyed that I missed that one strawberry. I didn't think about it. Oh God. Now we're dealing with seriously, every time I start talking, I forget that I'm like playing a game, which is why I fell down there. Now we're dealing with some seriously high-speed winds, and now we got snowballs. Another thing that is a moving object that can kill you if it hits you. So everything I said before in the last part in Chapter 3 was just incorrect about moving objects and enemies and all that. Dealing with some high winds now. Being a local in the one and only Chi-Town, the Windy City. This is actually just like what my commute is like to work. I don't live in the city, but the snowballs, so they can kill you, but you can also land on top of them and bounce off them and get your dash reset. Just like that. Like that, actually. Which, if you put yourself in a situation where you have no dash, it can be very useful. Alright, and this is a fun part, because now we got the wind on our side, making us go super far. And that, I believe, is the end of the level. Did I get... Yeah, I got the crystal heart. And the beast side? Yeah. I missed a frickin' strawberry. Madeline, wait up! This guitar music is nice. Oh, goodbye. Nailed it. Theo, are you alright? Oh, yeah. Just give me a sec. A gondola. I've always wanted to ride one of these. It looks pretty old, but maybe it still works. I don't see any other way to cross this chasm. Let's do it. This lever looks important. Easy every time. I was probably a gondola operator in a past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. How'd it shake out with Oshiro? You were right. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. I should have listened to you. You didn't get hurt. That's what matters. The air is so thin up here, I can barely breathe. Okay, we don't get a selfie on this thing. We're going to regret it. I can't even see the ground through the mist. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. Uh-oh. What was that? Huh, looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Whoops. Well, that's no good. No, this really isn't good. Madeline, you cool? Yeah, No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. You're having a panic attack. Why would you think it's a good idea to ride this stupid thing? Come on, don't take this out on me. Stay with me here. My grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. Picture a feather floating in front of you. See it? Okay. Your breathing keeps the feather floating. Just breathe slow and steady in and out. This part is very, artistic and all that, but it's funny to me because, like, at least for me, to keep the feather, like, perfectly in the middle, I feel like I have to, instead of being, like, super steady with my breathing, I have to, like, tap the button a little bit. I guess my timing just isn't great. But it's easier to keep it in the box if I'm just, like, if I'm rapidly pressing the button to just kind of keep it in place. Doesn't exactly translate to what Theo said, but I get it. I get the gesture. See? Easy every time. Madeline is breathing so hard. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for helping me calm down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my God. Look at this selfie, though. That's hot. Why is his thumb so bright? He's a dark-skinned dude. That seems like a kind of a white thumb. Ha ha ha. Fun times. Chapter complete. Got the crystal heart. Got a modest 46 deaths. All right, chapter 4 is now 100% complete after my little snafu. Let's check out this journal. You could see here a list of everything you can collect. So totals are the strawberries, the crystal hearts, the B-sides, your time, and your deaths completing each level. The flags on the left are interesting. The flags are... you get it for completing the level, but you can see Golden Ridge is green while the other three are golden with a star because I was able to collect everything within the level in one singular playthrough without missing anything or having to play through the level again. So I missed that on the Golden Ridge. To get that, I have to start the level from the beginning and collect everything again, which I'm not going to do. I've done it before, and there's no point. Also, you get the clear time for just beating the level, and also a full clear, which is the time for, again, collecting everything in the level and then beating it all in one singular run. And then B-side stuff, which I haven't gotten to yet. Maybe we will. I don't know. And your crystal hearts, which you can organize. I never understood the point of doing it. I'd rather just have them in the order I've collected them. Makes more sense to me, but do whatever you want. And then global Steam stats. You get all the deaths, 10 billion deaths, which is crazy. Yeah, it's 10 billion. That's actually wild. 10 billion deaths, 48 billion dashes, 287 million strawberries, lots of death in Pico. Only 650,000 people completed Pico 8 and got the strawberries. Interesting. That's your little journal. All right, so we completed Chapter 4, and now it's time to move on to Chapter 5. I want to thank anybody who's watching for watching. I'm glad you did it. If you're not watching, I'm going to get you. I'm going to come and get you. So watch out. And I'm comfortable saying that because you're not watching. And if you're not watching, then you won't hear this warning. Then I'm going to come get you. But just, in court, when I tell them, hey, I warned them, they chose not to listen to what I'm saying. When I told them I was going to come get them, I can't get in trouble for anything that may or may not happen when I come get you. Subscribe and do some other shit on YouTube. I don't know. I love you. I hope you have a good day or night or week or life. I hope everything is just good for you. Mwah.